In 2026, the image of homelessness has undergone a jarring transformation. It is no longer defined solely by tents on sidewalks. It is now hidden in plain sight within the safe parking lots and suburban side streets of America's most productive cities. A new demographic, the working homeless, is emerging from the middle class. These are teachers, nurses, and tech contractors who earn solid incomes but find that even a $90,000 salary cannot bridge the gap created by rent inflation and the utility inverse. To the casual observer, they are just another commuter in a clean SUV. In reality, that SUV is their bedroom. These 8 cities are at the epicenter of this vehicular residency crisis. 1. Mountain View, California. The tech center paradox. In the literal backyard of Google's headquarters, the middle class has been priced out of the very utopias companies have built. In 2026, Mountain View has one of the most organized vehicular living populations in the world. The reality, unlike the visible encampments of the past, this population consists of tech contractors and service workers who utilize safe parking programs. These lots are often full of modern crossover SUVs and late-model vans. Because these residents have full-time jobs, they leave the lots at 7 a.m. to go to the office or gym, blending perfectly into the morning commute. You'd never know that the person in the cubicle next to you spent the night in a 2024 Toyota RAV4 parked behind a church, utilizing a city-issued permit to avoid being towed while they save for a deposit that never seems quite large enough. 2. Los Angeles, California. The barista and manager exodus. Los Angeles has seen its housing shortage reach a critical peak in 2026, with rent increases up to 40% in some neighborhoods. The invisible poor, here often wear business casual. The reality, the pavement economy, is now a standard part of LA life. In neighborhoods like Silver Lake or Culver City, middle management professionals and retail managers are increasingly living in their vehicles to stay close to their jobs. They utilize gym memberships, not for fitness, but as their primary hygiene hubs before heading to work. By day, their cars are parked in corporate garages. By night, they rotate between various safe streets to avoid detection. It's a secret life of sunshades and stealth, where the person handing you a latte or managing your local bank branch is essentially a car-bound nomad. 3. Seattle, Washington. The rainy day residents. Seattle's tech boom has left its traditional middle class in the rearview mirror. In 2026, even dentists earning $200,000 can struggle to find affordable homeownership, leading many lower middle-class workers to vehicle dwell. The reality, Seattle has pioneered several safe lots, but the demand far exceeds the supply. Many residents live in converted Sprinter vans or well-maintained RVs parked in industrial zones like Ballard. These aren't the rusted zombie RVs often seen in the news. Many are high-end conversions owned by gig economy workers and young professionals who have chosen van life out of necessity rather than a desire for adventure. They keep their vehicles impeccably clean to avoid local sweeps, effectively becoming a ghost population that contributes to the city's economy while sleeping on its asphalt. 4. Asheville, North Carolina. The Appalachian Squeeze. Known as a quirky tourism hub, Asheville has become one of the most unaffordable cities in the Southeast relative to local wages. In 2026, half of the city's construction and service workers can no longer afford even a one-bedroom apartment. The reality, because Asheville is surrounded by national forests, much of the middle-class car living happens on the fringes of town or in designated Forest Service areas. You will see teachers and hospitality workers pulling their sedans into trailhead parking lots at dusk. They rely on the stealth of their professional appearance to bypass the stigma of homelessness. To the tourists, they look like early bird hikers. To the locals, they are the backbone of the city who simply cannot find a roof they can afford. 5. Boise, Idaho. The growth trap. Boise's home prices increased by over 60% in just 5 years, leaving librarians and counselors priced out of the market by 2026. The reality, Boise has transitioned from a hidden gem to a housing emergency. Middle-class families are now doubling up in RVs parked on the properties of friends or in the few remaining open lots. The safe parking movement is gaining traction here as city officials realize that the people sleeping in cars are their own civil servants. You'll find minivans in church parking lots where kids are doing homework by the light of a tablet, while their parents prepare for another day of work in a city that grew too fast for its own people to stay. 6. Houston, Texas. The inventory illusion. Despite being a leader in new home construction, Houston's rent-to-income ratio has collapsed for the lower middle class. In 2026, only a fraction of occupations can afford a basic apartment. The reality. In Houston, car living is often a temporary bridge that becomes permanent. Workers in auto shops and dental offices are frequently found sleeping in their vehicles near major transit corridors. Because of Houston's sprawl, stealth parking in massive apartment complex lots or 24-hour retail centers is common. The residents are often fully employed. People who have been evicted due to sudden utility spikes or medical bills. They maintain a normal exterior, often carrying their work clothes in dry cleaner bags in the back seat to ensure they look middle class when they clock in. 7. Tampa, Florida. The insurance outcast. Skyrocketing insurance premiums in Florida have forced many landlords to pass massive costs to tenants, leading to a 2026 surge in working homelessness across Tampa. The reality. Legal assistants and healthcare technicians are among the most common vehicle dwellers in Tampa. The city's humid climate makes stealth living difficult, leading to a reliance on 24-hour gym chains for air conditioning and showers. You might notice a line of cars at a local Planet Fitness at 5 a.m. Many aren't there for a workout, but to prepare for a professional workday. They are the climate refugees of the suburbs, pushed out of traditional housing by a market that is increasingly uninsurable and unaffordable. 8. Riverside, California. The commuter's end. Riverside has one of the largest housing shortages in the country as of 2026. Many who work in Orange County or LA but live here have finally hit a wall. The reality. The commuter sleeper has become a reality. Some workers who face 4-hour daily commutes have simply started living in their cars during the work week, returning to traditional homes, often shared with multiple families, only on weekends. They park and ride lots or office complexes, using the car as a midweek dormitory. It is a grueling, utilitarian form of middle-class survival that allows them to keep their jobs while avoiding the crushing cost of gas and the impossibility of finding a closer apartment. The secret. Road home. The rise of the middle-class car dweller in 2026 is a testament to the failure of the American housing market to protect its own workers. These are not people who have fallen out of society. They are people who are doing everything right, working full-time, paying taxes, and contributing to their communities, yet are still denied the basic stability of a roof.